It's time for Milberger's Gardening South Texas, live from Milberger's Landscaping and Nursery at 1604 in Bulverde Road. During the next 2 hours, our experts will help you with your gardening questions when you call 210-308-8867. That's 210-308-8867. Or come by Milberger's during the show and have your question answered in person. And now it's time for Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 930 a.m. The Answer.
And this is an especially good day to come on down to Milberger's and ask your question in person and bring the kids or the grandkids or even the pups. We're seeing a lot of puppies out here, a lot of dogs running around with their owners, getting pictures taken. We'll go in through the monster maze. I am Milton Glueck, along with Dr. Calvin Finch and Mark Peterson, who's answering a question off the air right now. But yeah, it's Milberger's big spooktacular celebration, and we encourage you to come on by and be a part of it and have some fun, get some popcorn, get a snow cone, get a balloon animal or a face painting done. And that's just a small donation, a $3 donation to the American Cancer Society. For that. So come on by. And, yeah, it's going to be a whole lot of fun here at Milberger's all day till 3 o'clock. And it's very pretty out here. Okay, let's see if I got you. Yeah, there you are. Okay. Can you hear okay?
I can.
All right.
It is a large crowd, and it's a little noisy. It is a nice crowd
today. Yeah, it is a little noisy. That's great. Mark is back with us, so we'll stop talking about him. Oh, hi, Mark. Hey, welcome. No,
it was
such a boring discussion anyway.
No. It was a fascinating discussion and may relate to a lot of people out there.
Okay, so what were y'all talking about?
We were talking about ours with you.
About you. Yeah, there was.
Well, leave me anytime. I'll love to talk about that.
Okay. Well, let's do this. Let's talk about what they were talking about.
About what they wanted to know?
What the question was, yeah.
So they had a tree die in the front yard. I believe it was a shade tree.
Okay.
And I went, no, don't plant another tree there. Kind of the rules are it's a minimum of 25 feet between shade trees, preferably 35. And they said, I couldn't tell from the photo, but they kind of inferred that it was a live oak that was one of the ones. And I said, even more. Let's maybe do a smaller tree like Texas mountain laurel. Then they laid it on me and said, oh, well, the HOA.
The
HOA. And fans out there know my distaste for HOA.
Yeah.
Administration, not so much the HOA principal.
The administrators?
The administration. So the rules say they have to have front. Well, sometimes you can't have 3 trees in the front. There's not enough
3?
front. Yeah.
No, you can't? That's weird.
Yeah, cannot.
No.
Because it was designed by, I don't know who. The rule was designed by someone who didn't have any knowledge of trees.
Okay.
All right. So anyway. Sorry.
That's okay.
Sorry.
Goodness.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. You're all right. You're all
right. We agreed upon maybe 2 ornamental trees. So Texas mountain laurel and Texas redbud.
Oh, okay.
Or there's a couple other options. Maybe Eve's necklace, which is the close cousin of the mountain laurel.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We don't talk much about that.
No, it's a very versatile tree. It has pink flowers, but it's deciduous. A lot of people like evergreen.
Yeah.
I like deciduous.
But yeah, crepe myrtles aren't.
No.
Crepe myrtles are deciduous, aren't they? And
brings up a point. It's in Bulverde area. So very shallow soils.
Oh.
And so I veered away from any kind of like crepe myrtle or anything like that.
What about Anaqua?
Yeah, it maybe it's a little further north than what I think about Anaquas, but like I said yesterday, my mind is opening up to Anaqua in all locations.
Yeah, I've started to appreciate them too because I've grown that one, and it's so dense and attractive. And
but even that one would be a little impinging on the live oak on the other side.
So the live oak's still there? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they can only have one more tree, or they can have two more?
Well, generally, the HOA bylaws across the city is two. They have to have two shade trees.
They have to have two trees.
Two trees.
They must have two.
This couple inferred that their bylaws had to have three.
Oh, they had to have three? I
Yeah.
thought three was the limit. They could have no more
Well,
than three.
but this isn't necessarily San Antonio. This
is this is Bulverde, so that's actually Comal County.
Oh, okay. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, parts are in Comal, parts are in San Antonio, mostly in Comal.
That was interesting. So they have one now. They wanted to get two more.
One died, and
Right.
so the bylaws say you have to replace it.
Replace it. Okay.
And maybe I inferred, rather than they implied, that they had to have three.
Okay.
So definitely two small ones. If they have a live oak in the front,
Oh, that's because I heard
three.
you mention that the live oak was pretty and was going to cover up everything else pretty soon.
And I told them, oh yeah, let's dump the water on that and fertilize that and make it grow really big, really fast.
Which one? The new one or the live oak?
The remaining live oak.
Oh, okay. Do they know what it was that died?
No, I didn't ask.
Oh, would
It's
that be
dead.
important to know or no?
No.
Okay. Like, what if it was? I don't know. Anyway, okay. Well, we don't know now. But
then you wouldn't, if it was not a recommended variety, you wouldn't want to replant it anyway.
So this is what happens. The builder or developer plants 3 or 4 inch trees for immediate effect. And I usually say, you plant a smaller one at half the price or less, and it will grow twice as large as the 3 to 4 inch one in a matter of 5 to 6 years. So, I don't know if they are really that smart, but it's all a matter of immediate effect.
okay. All right. Well, 210-308. Thank you, Mark. 210-308-8867. 210-308-8867. And outside of San Antonio, it's 866-308-8867. But come on by. We're having a lot of fun today.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. A lot of costumes.
Yeah.
A lot of wonderful costumes, plus the sale of all kinds of different.
Yeah, you want to talk
plants.
about some of the sale items?
I don't know.
We can.
We could.
Yeah, let's do that.
Wait a minute. I got to get my official.
Get your
paper.
official thing out. I'll get mine out.
You
Here.
go online. You're better at that.
Yeah.
So
That's
the plant that Calvin and I love,
Uh-huh.
stock. And did you go out and look? There's still stock available.
Yeah. Now, all you got to do is get within 30 feet of them, and there's a lot of them there. They are wonderful for full sun.
Mm-hmm.
Grow to about 12 inches tall. Really neat on your patio if it's in full sun. And colors are pretty intense.
Yeah, and they're available for $5.
Yep, there you go.
4.5. That's the little square ones.
Yeah.
Available for $5. So that's a bargain.
Yeah.
What we saw this morning, Mark and I saw a customer that bought all red cyclamen, and I usually buy just one color.
Yeah.
Of what, cyclamen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But she
was impressive.
I think she actually set a record. I mean, there was even more than I buy.
I was going to say, if you're envious, that's pretty tough.
I think she had about 40.
Whoa.
They're on sale too.
And they are for sale for $24.
Mm-hmm.
And that's still a bargain for cyclamen. So,
there's
she was
reds, white.
She was going to spend the money.
Yeah, red, white, pink, and purple.
Purplish, yeah.
Are here. They're beautiful, really intense colors. The foliage is even really showy. They're in full bloom, and then they'll continue to be in full bloom until the winter's over. Especially if you're willing to put a agricultural fiber. What is that product, Mark, that we have here?
Insulate.
It was Insulate.
Yeah.
Formerly known as Thinsulate. So.
And if it's below about going to forecast for below about 28 degrees, you want to cover it with that fiber, because it won't hurt the foliage, but it will. Cold weather will take out the blooms, and it takes a long time for the blooms to return, and so it's well worth it just to put that fiber over the top if there is a cold weather forecast. But if you want to see a spectacular display, you need to come and see these cyclamen, the red and the white. My favorite is the purple, but actually the two colors that are really intense together are the white and the red.
Now, you said you just buy the red? You recommend one color, or you recommend...
I just buy the purple.
Okay, really?
So, but formerly he liked red and white.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But now he's enamored with the purple.
Okay.
I actually got a small number of whites this time because I had a small planting area that I thought that had a little more shade, and I thought those whites would really show off. But I planted the whites this morning. I couldn't resist them with the purples.
Oh, that'll look good.
Yeah, they look real good. That's a great plant, and we expect the primulas, which are kind of a sister plant, a shade, another one that you plant in the shade and that have a very attractive leaves and unbelievable colored flowers, including blues and violets, and they will. The manager tells us that they'll be available a week from now, but they probably won't be on sale for a while. You can't win with Milton. It's either too close or too far.
No, that's not true. Just when you listen to yourself. You sounded distant. I want people to hear what you have to say.
Yeah, or you can yell when I do.
Yeah, you just get excited. But yeah, that's cool in the cyclamen. And then you said that was going to be the violas. No. What was the one that's coming?
Violas are also on.
Yeah. What's the one that's coming?
$4 for $5.
What's the one that's coming?
Primulas.
Okay, that's
Primulas.
Right.
Well, but it's good that you brought up the violas and the pansies. They're related. They are the one that has probably got the most cold tolerance of all the winter annuals. Generally, we talked about covering the cyclamen when it's going to be below 28 degrees. Pansies, you generally just let them tough out the weather, and they are generally not hurt by the weather. They tolerate whatever it is, and they just keep blooming right up until sometimes way into April, and sometimes up to May. But full sun, but they've got a little edge too. They can take a little bit of shade.
Okay.
And you got pansies, and then you got the lower. I think Mark likes those violas the best.
Yeah, I like the violas a lot. Did you know they're related?
I just heard.
Cousins.
The cousins. Look at the flowers sometime.
Okay, I'm looking at the picture now.
A lot of times the violas look like miniature pansies on the face. Okay. They both have the same kind of faces.
I can see that.
We call them the old man flower because they look like old men with they look like old men with grandpa with a big bushy eyebrows and a big bushy mustache.
Well, and the foliage is pretty identical too.
For any of you who find offense with Mark's reference to old men, call him?
I'm an old man, and I
Yes,
have bushy eyebrows
yes.
and a bushy
Just wanted people to know. Yeah, there's a lot of colors there too, and it looks like in this violas. I see oranges, yellows, whites, blues,
And they do really well in these small containers. Even they'll fill.
Oh, really?
They'll fill as much space as is available.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I got to figure out what to do with my mailbox thing. So,
No, they don't go well inside of mailboxes.
They need a little light.
Okay, the everything that was suffering. It's amazing what an inch or so of rain will do. All these things that were suffering and just kind of like even when I watered them, I just popped back up when I walked in the garden yesterday. It's like, oh man.
It's very difficult to reproduce the effects of rain. Rain is going to be slightly acidic, neutral to slightly acidic, with a smidgen of nitrogen inside, depending on how much lightning we had.
Oh, well, there was a lot yesterday.
And also you get the water generally over a long period,
Right.
so that it can
it's time
penetrate.
That's a good point. All righty, well, let's do this. 210-308-8867. So the things that they just talked about, by the way, the pansies. We didn't talk about stocks. We can talk about that in a minute. The violas are both on sale. 4 for $5. In fact, there's probably a guy.
Stocks are on sale too.
Yes, we can talk about those in a minute. And then they've got a big 1 gallon or number 1 pot for sale. We'll talk about it because I don't know if we talked about it too much. But that's right after this. We're going to take a quick break and come back with more of Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. This is The Answer. Welcome back to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. And yeah, I just missed it. We did talk about stocks, and they are also for sale in the 4-inch pot, 4 for $5, a 4.5 inch. Okay, hey, James is on the line. Got a broccoli question for us at 210-308-8867. James, what's going on?
Oh, we got about 1.5 inches of rain yesterday out here in Guadalupe County.
That's good.
Yeah, that's great. Did you notice things perk up too?
Yeah, things are starting to green up, looking pretty good. Once it dries out, I want to transplant a dozen or so broccolinis. They're in an 18 tray, 4-inch, and I was wondering how deep to transplant them out into the growing bed.
I always try to plant them just the same level they were in the containers. They're you don't want them much deeper. They will tolerate even when they're a little shallower than they have been, but it's best because they get kind of top heavy too. Mm-hmm. So you want those roots down there as deep as you can without having them interfered with by too much soil.
Okay, I put my cabbage in about 15, 20 days ago, and it's called Late Flat Dutch, and I grew it from seed from transplants, and a couple of those plants measured 28 inches across down there at the bottom.
Wow.
With big leaves.
Have you seen any caterpillars yet?
Any loopers?
Well, they started out and they ate on a few of them, but I think my lizards came in there and got them because I don't see any more damage.
Oh, that's good. That's lucky.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping.
I was thinking there was no damage. Then I noticed after one of the shows a couple of weeks ago, and there's this little damage there. I better get some nude BT. Mm-hmm. And I didn't move too fast. It took me 3 days or so, and by then, I mean almost everything had some eating on it. So those once they get there, and they generally find the vegetables, especially the cabbage related, and they do it quick. When they start chewing, they're fast.
This row is covered with a 30% shade cloth, and I can water through it. It's not that real fine mesh, and they seem to be doing all right. I don't know if the caterpillars got in before I put the shade cloth up or not, but they're not. There's no more damage. I'm hoping to go to a 20-pound cabbage this year. My record's 15-pounders in that late flat.
Wow.
You don't need too many of them to make a 8-gallon crock of sauerkraut. Only about 5 or 6 of them cabbages.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Well, thank you, James. Did that help?
That's a northern variety. That late flat Dutch is a northern variety. Yeah, you probably know about that.
I do know that one. Yes.
And the reason it fell out of favor because it was a flathead and it wouldn't roll on the conveyor belts and the processors. But it's a real good cabbage for kraut, and it's a lot sweeter than that other stuff I've grown. It's got real good flavor.
All righty.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
That's
Thanks,
good. Thanks for passing it along.
Yeah, very cool. I'm glad you got some rain, man. You take care.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
You bet. Talk to you soon again. 210-308-8867. David is on the line. Hi, David. Welcome to Milberger's Gardening, South Texas. How you doing today?
Pretty good. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, David, or good afternoon.
Yeah, so I'm building a house.
Next week, this will be morning, right?
You're right.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know. I'm still hoping for it to be abandoned.
Okay.
Oh,
Go ahead, David. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. So I have a lot that was vacant for 35 years. I'm building a house on it, and the neighbors were using that lot for parking. They were parking vehicles and storing stuff on it and so on. And so what my question to you guys is going to be is that the construction is going on, and I thought I'd call in and ask about the lawn itself. That ground is so hard out there from all the cars parked on it, all those decades, that I'm concerned about when I put my lawn in. Do I need to put down like an inch and a half, 2 inches, 4 inches of some kind of soil, and then do some kind of hydromulch or some sod? And then what about my trees in a hard compacted soil like that when I install trees?
Well, I think what I would do is aerate. Now I know when I was involved with the extension service, this was quite a few years ago, and they had some park situations that were the same. And what we did there, we put about 3 or 4 inches of wood chips, kind of fine wood chips on top, and it took a couple years, but it was pretty effective in dealing with that compaction. But I think if you wanted it faster, you would try to do an aeration, especially after a nice rain like we had, an aeration, and then I would put a compost of some kind on top.
Right.
And
so I would do a D6 with a ripper bar behind it and rip down to about 4 feet, if possible. Okay, I'm joking. And hindsight's wonderful.
I didn't know what he was talking about.
And hindsight's wonderful. Yeah, I would have put.
I was thinking of he said there's shade trees.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to be doing that with shade trees.
But also hindsight's wonderful. Yeah, before you constructed or got construction going, I would have put 4 inches of wood chips down all over the place so everybody could park, but start the process.
It's hard though to put sod on wood chips.
Yeah. So you would have eventually down the road. That's during the construction process and allowing the soil to begin the natural process. So we usually use compost on top of the soil, and that will soften it up over time. I don't know if I'd put a lawn in right away, frankly.
Yeah. Now, it surprises me how fast, though, that the even wood chips it'll respond. You get the vehicles off of there, you have the wood chips, and it just starts reprocessing. And then if you can, the next step would be aeration and compost.
Mm-hmm.
You technically don't even need the aeration, but
What about my trees? What about the trees? Should I just plant them normal?
Do you have trees there now?
Yeah, but a bunch of them are dried up, and the city won't let me remove them until after the construction's done. So once I do that, I'm not going to have any trees in my front yard, so I'll have to replant new trees. And I didn't know if that compacted soil like that would be an issue. Do I have to do something different with the tree, or?
Well, yeah. How are you going to plant them? That's always a question to me. If a nice little backhoe get in there and break up that soil, that wouldn't be a problem. If you're going to do it by hand, well, you're going to have to dig a nice big square hole and get them in there to allow.
But when I do the square hole, is it going to be, most of the time on the instruction on those things, they tell you to go, 1.5 or 2 times the size of the container.
That's correct.
Is that still something that I'm going to follow?
Yeah.
It works best if you do that.
Yeah.
The trees,
I'm going to say as much as you possibly can.
The trees will respond very well. And then it's relatively easy on that if you can use some equipment like a backhoe.
Yeah.
And they've got these smaller digging things too.
A lovely cubata.
And what always works so neat, I'm just amazed when you fill that hole with the water. It just you're being generous one time and really just filling it up, and it really makes a big difference on that loosening up that soil.
Now, if you don't have the soil and it is actually rock underneath, you are permitted, or it's allowed, as I say, to plant the tree as low as you can on the rock. Break it up somehow with a rock bar or a pickaxe or something. Just fracture it, and then plant it as low as you can, and then slope all the soils up to the ball size on a long slope.
And that works pretty well too.
Yeah. Well, one other question on the lawn: is there a advantage over going with hydro mulch or sod?
Oh, I always go sod. Hydro mulch is often used, never achieves the results I think it can achieve.
I'm with Mark on that. The sod is, we're so used to it, and we know it works well. And the key there is, if you've done all this other stuff we've talked about on preparing the soil, the key there is just rolling the sod over the top of the sod so you get root to soil contact.
And that's actually my problem with the hydromulch. Their seed within the hydromulch never, or a vast majority of it, doesn't hit the ground. It's stuck up into the the tackifier that they use, either a cellulose or a wood chip base, and it never reaches the soil, which is the whole purpose of it. So that's why if you get the sod and roll it, you're going to get good root to soil contact.
Sounds like quite a project, but
yeah, I know. Bless you. Yeah, it's going to be a long haul.
Keep us informed, will you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, keep asking questions. Those are all good questions.
Yeah, it's good. Good job. Thank you, David. All righty, 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867. Great question so far, so give us a call with your questions here on Milberger's Gardening, South Texas. We want to hear from you.
And we was telling Milton and Mark that we had some response from the radio audience and from the folks that read the article.
Oh, yeah.
On the discussion of the birds. We did several paragraphs on 4 different species that were kind of interesting and have new developments. The Mexican eagle, the lesser goldfinches, and all the hummingbirds, the 3 species of hummingbirds that are migrating through, and also the purple martins. The purple martins, which in my neighborhood really have not, we've lost contact with those that we used to have, and so that is a topic that we talked about in the article too, and I'd be real interested if you have some experience with purple martins and want to offer some advice. Read that article.
That'd be interesting if somebody kind of had the same thing happen and then they changed something.
Oh, that would be a nice compromise, yeah.
Yeah, and then something, what happened.
And then next week, the article is going to be, we're going to talk more traditional bird feeding and water.
Oh, good.
Water is the key in San Antonio and Austin as far as meeting the needs of our bird populations, including the migrants.
So you're going to cover hummingbirds and wrens and seed eaters and...
Yeah, that's another good point. You mentioned the wrens. Some
finches.
We have most gardeners that feed the birds. They think about the seeds. A lot of them don't think about the water, which is important. But the other thing that is sometimes not attacked is the suet or the insect eaters.
Yeah,
which is really includes the wrens and the woodpeckers and and there are even warblers, those orange-crowned warblers and yellow warblers. All those insect eaters will come in for the suet, and all our suppliers out there have a lot of different suets available.
So should we get I was going through my pictures and kind of doing some maintenance on cleaning and stuff, and I saw a great video of that we put up a suet feeder, and the squirrel was trying so hard to get into that suet. But do you do the cage and do a hot suet?
I do the hot suet.
Okay.
The birds, the pepper flavor doesn't bother them a bit, but the squirrels and the other rodents, even our raccoons, don't care for pepper flavored suet or seed.
Okay.
So it cuts down your budget, and it also cuts down the consumption. And the raccoons and squirrels will pull the feeders right out of the.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
But that pepper flavored suet and seed really works well.
All right.
Hey, Milton, you know why the birds love it so much?
Why the birds love it so much?
Yeah, and the squirrels hate it.
Why?
Because the birds don't have lips.
Thank you.
Yeah, I thought I'd just throw that in there.
I appreciate you.
Yeah. For old time's sake.
Yes. All right, 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867. Going to take another quick break and come back in a moment. You're listening to what? Milberger's Gardening, South Texas. That's what. Dr. Calvin Finch, Mark Peterson, I'm Milton Glueck, and this is 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Welcome back to Milberger's Gardening, South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. On a beautiful October day, Mark Peterson, Dr. Calvin Finch, and I are sitting on the porch talking gardening with you. Lots of good questions today, and lots of activity here at the Milberger's Spooktacular Celebration. I see lots of balloon animals that people are getting, and face painting, and they're having a lot of fun. Snow cones and popcorn. Yeah,
Popcorn is very delicious.
Yeah. They know what they're doing, though, the popcorn. And they're even, you can hear it go by now, riding the terror train. So come on by. It's going on till 3 o'clock, and still plenty of time to enjoy it. So 210-308-8867 if you just decide not to come by. And, and by the way, you can take pictures in the pumpkin patch still for kids, grandkids, and puppies. You know, we welcome dogs. So 210-308-8867. All right. So the question I was going to ask, too, we talked about, let's see, pansies. We talked about, I'm trying to figure out what happened to all my sales. The one thing I haven't, that's in the 1 gallon or the number 1 pot, I'll get it right, is I'm hoping my computer will...
Well, both Calvin and I.
That's okay. I'm going new school on this.
Okay. Well, Calvin and I both have hard copies.
I know. It's okay. I have hard copies. That's for you guys. Autumn Sage Salvia.
Salvia greyi.
Oh, is that the same thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it comes in a variety of colors, and I favor the red or the raspberry.
Yeah, that's the one they have the picture of.
But they have purple and white and pink and hot lips, which is a pink and white flowered one.
Oh,
well,
okay.
there's even a kind of a yellow, isn't there?
I think they were working on it. I don't know if it's a wide variety, but yes, I've heard rumors of a yellow one.
Now it's a little different than the salvias we normally talk about. Most of the salvias they go dormant in the wintertime, but these are evergreen.
Yeah.
Now they do best if you prune them back every 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
But gosh. They bloom over a long period. They're drought tolerant. The pollinators love them.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
They tolerate both sun and shade.
And one of those birds that we talked about in the article, Mark, you remember which ones? The hummingbirds.
Oh, yes.
They love them.
Yeah.
They love the salvias as a nectar source. And they're really nice in the landscape. Really fill a nice role.
Yeah, so they're evergreen. They're woody.
Okay.
And sometimes you have to cut them back.
Sometimes you have to cut them back.
Cut them back severely, but generally you just trim off the flowers and they reflower.
But you can just cut them right to the ground level every 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they'll come back gangbusters and looking good. And then if they get a little leggy, that's what you do. You just
cut them.
Cut them back. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's interesting how trimming works. So we had a little rose that looked horrible. It was just it was a miniature rose and just had a little container, and it just went from looking great to looking horrible. And so I was just cutting, and then it came back gangbusters. I mean,
yeah. Well, that's not a bad example because that Salvia greyi.
Oh, okay, same.
Operates a lot like our tough modern roses. Because you prune them when it's convenient and when they're maybe they've grown into cover part of the sidewalk, or you got a few dead stems in there and everything, and that the Salvia greyi is in that same league. Even more drought tolerant than the modern tough roses are, or the old-fashioned roses too.
I'm hoping that'll happen. So,
what is the how much? They're 1 gallon size or
number one
size?
pot. Yeah, it's still hard to make that switch in it.
Yeah, how much?
Normally $9.99. They're on sale for $8.88.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
You thinking about it?
No,
Oh,
I've got Salvia coccinea is my favorite salvia.
okay.
It grows in the sun or the shade, but it's one of those that freezes back too.
Well, yes, sir.
No, I just say a lot of people think it's tradition, but it's not like mandatory. Like to have evergreen shrubs at the base of the house or on the front of the house.
Okay, yeah.
And why not use Salvia Gurgai instead of that?
I think when it's blooming in its premiere,
Yeah.
it's going to be a knockout for
Right.
them if they do.
And I was going to say, like Calvin mentioned, it is evergreen in most winters. Severe winters is going to
Yeah.
Okay.
come back. But
Kind of in the same, can play the same role if you want it to, like the the ones with the red flowers at the
Porterweed?
golden shrubs, evergreen
the
shrimp plant and
yeah. So
and Turk's
shrimp-
cap.
Turk's
Oh,
cap.
okay.
Yeah, they're kind of in that same league, basically same size.
So,
Probably more winter hardy than those two, probably.
Oh,
So,
okay.
but I'm like, it's not required, people. Evergreen bushes in the front, like hollies and dwarf
Does my HOA care?
No,
Okay, good.
they may care, but ignore them.
Wow.
But a lot of people,
don't know if that's
use
good
them
advice.
for a mailbox.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have seen
Like that
would be
you talk
nice.
about.
Yeah. Well, I've got the mailbox has what was the first one that came up that we had here? It wasn't the stocks, it was the other ones.
Snapdragon?
Thank you. I planted the Snapdragons here in the mailbox, and they were kind of unhappy because it's not too deep. But that watering helped them, so I'm hoping they perk up. Plus, the zinnias are coming back in that too. But that's a good idea, is maybe to put a perennial in there rather than just annual. So we'll see.
Well, we've got a long season for Snapdragons, so we
Good.
can expect a bunch more to show up here at Milberger's, and you can plant them. There'll be a lot of colors. Hopefully, we'll see some of the my favorite rockets.
Mm-hmm.
But the rockets are the old-fashioned ones, kind of top-heavy, but beautiful. But the ones that like the Sentinels are more orderly and disciplined. Yeah, same brilliant colors. So Snapdragons are.
I'm eager
be
to
a
see
good
how they all
choice for
come
the
out.
winter. Yeah.
Yeah, I have another bed that the sunflower was in, and all these little things are coming up. It's like, do I just leave them alone? Do I clean the bed out?
Well, I'm with you because I've let sunflowers grow throughout my landscape, but the vegetables, the winter vegetables, the broccoli and all those are getting so big now that I'd be better off for them if I pulled these remnant sunflowers. But then my favorite little
The lesser finch.
lesser finches. Yeah, they'll feed on those things through the winter. You swear that they've eaten every seed on them, but they drive you crazy. Well, no, I guess the caterpillars were the ones that
drove you
crazy.
mad.
Yeah.
Mad.
Yeah, they tore that sunflower down.
But the sunflowers will be up next year again. And,
Good, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
I don't remember what mine was. I think it was mammoth or something like that.
Yeah, it was a big one.
Yeah.
Big one.
And that's what I said yesterday is there's all different sizes.
Yes.
Some are annuals, some are perennials, but you can get the size that you want.
Now, if you were looking at the fields in in Michigan or Minnesota, quite often they've got those acres of those big Russian.
Oh, really?
Yeah, sunflowers. That is so amazing.
I bet it is.
Yeah, so they're so orderly and disciplined, and they're all the same
turn
size.
their heads. You know that they turn their heads to the sun to follow the sun.
Yeah, we noticed it, which is cool. All right, 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867. Got a few minutes. There's a couple things that I'd like Mark to talk about, not now, but when we come back from the news, is we'll talk about what we have here in the veggies and stuff. I don't know, did we go over that and I missed that too? Or
No.
Okay, good.
No.
But we just have a few minutes before we get caught up in the news. What do we want to talk about just real quick, warn people about, advise them to do?
Well, I'm recommending that people reseed if you're, for instance, if your carrots and your beets.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you brought that up.
Or your sweet peas or your English peas, if they didn't germinate, then it's time to replant them. But, because I didn't have good luck with carrots, and I got some beets coming up, but... And the radishes did well. The rutabagas did well. Surprisingly, the English peas did all right. But so it's time. It's time to replant. Oh, and the lettuce, our lettuce hasn't, as far as I can tell, based on the testimony from our listeners, the lettuce, even the Crawford lettuce, hasn't come up, but. If you get impatient, I guess, Mark, we've got.
We have packets of reseeding Crawford lettuce at the counter,
and we have some transplants out there.
And we have transplants. We have 3 or 4 different types, ranging from smooth leaf to curly leaf.
Very attractive.
Yeah,
tasty, nutritious.
So okay, but don't give it all away because we're going to. Yeah.
Do you look like I'm going to speak? No, I'm not.
Okay,
I'm being quiet over here.
All right,
and that's unusual for Mark.
Stop it! Don't stop picking up Mark. Poor Mark. All right, so all those, and that's time to do that. What else is it a good time to do? You say we're gonna reseed or replant seeds.
Well, and I think it's time. Mark and I talked a little bit about the winterizer fertilizer, and whether this is too late, because we've had at least one horticulturist say it's no longer a good time to apply winterizer to our winter lawns.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're debating.
At all?
Huh?
It's not a good idea at all to.
No, it's just the timing.
Oh, the timing is okay.
Yeah. But I think we're probably willing to debate the timing a little bit. But at some point, you do get to the point where it's not the most effective thing to apply. But the whole idea of the winterizer is you get it in there so that the turf grass is capable of storing those nutrients for a fast spring.
And we're kind of in the window right now of when to do it. Okay.
Right.
Which, by the way, if you're ready to do it, it is on sale at Millburgers, the 18612.
And even if you don't want to use it for the lawn, that's a good bargain.
Yeah.
And it's effective for a lot of the vegetables and flowers.
Okay, 210-308-8867 is our number, 210-308-8867. Give us a call or come on by. The Big Spooktacular is going on right now at Millburger, so I encourage you to come on out and enjoy it with the face painting. It's another couple hours, face painting. Do they have popcorn?
Yes.
Lots of it?
Yes.
And it's good?
It's tasty.
Okay, just
extremely tasty.
I'm looking forward to trying that ice. What is that called? Those ice.
In San Antonio they're called the raspas.
Raspas, yep.
But it's shaved ice. It's What did I call it yesterday? Ice cones.
Mm-hmm. Snow cones.
Snow cones is what?
Yeah, they look very good, colorful, and fruit taste.
Let's take a quick break. Come back in a moment. We'll tell you what we got for transplants and all kinds of good stuff back here at Millburgers, 9:30 a.m. The Answer.
We're back with Millburgers Gardening South Texas, live from Millburgers Landscaping and Nursery at 1604 in Bulverde Road. Come out to visit or call us at 210-308-8867. That's 210-308-8867. And now back to Millburgers Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer.
And welcome back to Millburgers Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Milton Glueck with Dr. Calvin Finch, Mark Peterson. All kinds of fun people having a great time here at Millburgers today. You come on out and be a part of it. They're enjoying the popcorn, the raspas, and all the. You can hear the terror train go by every now and then. It goes right in front of us. They're enjoying the balloon animals. I see a lot of them. And they're enjoying the face painting, too. And those are items that you can get for a donation of $3 to the American Cancer Society. And so all the funds raised will go to the American Cancer Society. All right, 210-308-8867. Tell us what's going on in your gardening world, and maybe a rain report if you want to brag about it. I thought today, I remembered what Bert said about the soil. I think it was Bert, about the soil being kind of bouncy now rather than hard. And I noticed that this morning. It was kind of soft, and it was dark brown. It was dark brown to black, which is nice because normally it's kind of light. So this is good. So, yep, and everything is responding to it. So do you want to talk about I'll give you all the option. We said we'd either talk about the plants that we have with transplants, or did you want to talk about the timing on the winterizer?
Let's talk about the winterizer.
Winterizer? Okay,
yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
Go.
Okay. Sounds like it's going to be contentious.
No.
Okay.
No, actually, it's not. We can make it so.
Okay.
So Calvin is absolutely right. The winterizer, that's a quick release nitrogen source of nitrogen, and it's really wonderful on grasses because they are in the process of transferring their nutrients down to the roots, and the roots are active right now, especially with this rain, and so they can absorb the winterizer quite well, the nitrogen quite well. I always say, well, trees and shrubs, woody shrubs, we don't need it right now. Their roots are going to be active for a little bit longer period.
Oh, okay.
So that's the difference.
Yeah, grass converts. You notice that through the summer, if you have fertilizer or if they get good rain, it translates into top growth. Yeah, so you do a lot of mowing. Mm-hmm. As the day length changes into the fall, then the nutrients that are available don't translate, as much of them don't translate into top growth. It's actually stored for the fast spring response in spring growth. And then that's what this winterizer thing is all about. So, but if you wait too long,
okay,
then the grass can only handle small amount of nutrients, and I don't know, Mark. I guess November is kind of a magic.
Right. We always used to say you want to get the winterizer for the grass in by the end of September. October.
Which is now.
Yeah, which is now. So you don't want to get into November. Although with our weather, you could go into November. But so it's no hard and fast rule where you say, oh, you have to have it done by then.
But then that other point you made,
oh boy,
that winterizer is on sale, winterizer fertilizer, and it's a high nitrogen, relatively high nitrogen. for a reasonable price. So if you utilize it for your vegetable garden or for your flower gardens, especially on those plants that do a fast response. When we get the onions, that'll be a key. Tomatoes are kind of the same way. Even the cabbage and lettuce and those things, if you got the nutrients available, the nitrogen available, they'll use it and they'll turn it into vegetables to produce. So it's a good bargain.
We've said those leafy vegetables are heavy feeders. We kind of use the colloquial term, heavy feeders. So that winterizer is very nice because it's a fast-acting source of nitrogen.
Okay.
So you can side dress your vegetables very nicely. It works very fast, and they really do appreciate it.
All right. So did we?
So what we're talking about is if you still got a week or 10 days to efficiently use that winterizer for your lawn, but after that, then go ahead and take advantage of the price and use it for the vegetables and flowers.
Speaking of vegetables, what do we got, Mark? What do we got here? Two things. I have suggested that it's time to get the lettuce in. Or spinach. Yeah, well, lettuce and spinach and leafy vegetables. So kale and chard and the lettuce and spinach. Well, we're looking for spinach. Calvin and I were both looking for spinach, and I know there was some yesterday. Oh, okay.
Because there was a variety called Ashley, and I remember that. But we couldn't find it today. However, we have the cole crops out there. We have the Brussels sprouts. We have the broccoli. We have the cauliflower. And we have cabbage. I remembered it at that time. All out for transplants. On the tables, ready to go for transplants. So we have those. Plus we have, we have different types of lettuce. What else am I thinking of? Oh, bok choy. We have bok choy out there.
That's your favorite.
Yeah. I just
Swiss
like
chard.
Swiss chard. Some Chinese cabbage, which Calvin's playing around with, or growing it to see how it does.
Tastes good, and it's very productive. Wow. It'll if you give that some of that winterizer, it'll convert it into a lot of tasty foliage.
Now, not vegetables. However, I do want to say we have 1.5 tables full of strawberries.
Oh, yeah.
So come and get your strawberries. There's some on there already, and some of them are ripe, or red and ripe. But normally we try to get them in the fall or early December, and then grow them and keep them out throughout the year, and then have the fruit in springtime.
And then it sounded like, do you remember what David was saying about the varieties?
We would always wonder about what recommended. Calvin and I would always wonder about what recommended varieties they're going to promote the year. And basically, David said, we don't do that anymore.
Yeah,
every year it's a different variety.
And so they just basically get whatever one is prominent at that time.
Okay,
that the growers were growing.
Okay.
So you don't have to worry about it. You just get your...
just come over here and get them.
There's a movement, or some people like to grow them in hay bales. The strawberries in hay bales.
Which we have. Okay, that's neat. How do you do that?
You hollow it out.
Okay.
And then you put them in there. Because there's always a problem with slugs and snails.
Oh.
So I had said, they're kind of pretty. Why don't we grow them in hanging baskets or so to keep the snail and slug? That's always a possibility.
I still have mine in a hanging basket from last fall.
Yeah. So, well, there you go.
I don't know if I'm going to get any strawberries.
But those are ideas that people have had.
Okay.
But I just wanted to tie the two together, that we do have hay bales. And that was a
They're on sale.
A phenomenon a couple
Two for $25.
Yeah, a couple decade or so ago.
Okay, now let's see. Did you notice any of the herbs or?
Yeah, because I have a friend who's doing a program on biblical herbs.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. And she had asked me to keep an eye out for some 4.5s of herbs. And I was looking and trying to find some. And she gave me a list back of what else I could find. So I'm going to get her about 8 or so different herbs that are mentioned in the Bible. And then give it to her to hand out for her presentation.
Okay. Do you want to? When is her presentation?
Oh, November 6th or 5th.
Oh, it's coming up.
Yeah. So maybe even the 2nd. I don't know.
Is it part of a big thing or?
No, it's I never did ask her whether it's a garden club or not. So I don't know when it's going to be.
All right. Well,
where it's going to be. It may be for a church garden club.
Oh, that would make sense. If you want to talk about it next week, we can when you know better.
Yeah.
And then actually next week too, besides the daylight savings time ending, right? It ends or it starts? I can't remember. We fall back. I know it gets you upset. Oh, this will make you happier.
Okay.
Oh, no, it won't. Not next week. It won't. I was going to say your video will drop, but no, it drops on the, I guess...
either 4th or 5th.
Okay.
So, I can't remember either. I have a hard time remembering what day it is today, so...
It's Tuesday.
Don't do that to me. Speaking of Tuesday.
Oh,
hey,
man.
Speaking of Tuesday.
Wow, I didn't even know I set you up. What a segue.
It's senior discount day on Tuesdays.
That's true. Here at Milburn.
We don't mention that quite as much as we should.
No, we should.
But Calvin and I are both seniors.
Okay.
And we both enjoy that Tuesday, senior day.
Yeah.
Although we don't get extra.
10% off purchases made by those 60 years or older, excluding grass labor and delivery. But
we already get the employees discount, so we don't get that extra one. But we just want to tell everybody, senior discount day, Tuesdays. Come on by.
Doesn't include the turf grass.
Right, no grass.
Or labor
or delivery. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot that's a big savings on. So that's good. I'm trying to think what else you should be doing now. You mentioned bougainvillea yesterday.
Yeah.
Just keep enjoying it, or?
Well, yeah, for a while, but it won't be long before we have to start thinking about moving those cold-sensitive plants into shelter. Like the bougainvillea, we usually find a place in the greenhouse or someplace where to keep it away from freezing temperatures.
And yesterday you gave a list, the hibiscus, the tropical hibiscus.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Mandevilla. Plumeria was the other one I remembered on the way home.
That's a key
So
one.
these are the ones that you need to bring in. Wow, Christmas... Was it Christmas plant?
Christmas cactus?
Poinsettias?
Christmas cactus. No, poinsettias if you can.
Ours are still growing.
Well, you want to start the darkness period.
Oh.
So you bring those in. You start them in November, actually.
Now, the hibiscus.
What do you do?
You put them in a closet, or you just get a simple box and put it over it.
The tropical hibiscus we bring into shelter, but the regular hibiscus, we just let it... It responds to the day length.
Yeah.
And so it'll start declining soon.
Yeah, we went to great efforts one year I did, to save and protect the tropical hibiscus that we put in the ground. And it came back. We felt so successful, but then it didn't bloom until it was pretty much ready to protect it again.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, okay, why? Why did we do that?
There's a lot of issues about day length.
Okay.
And temperature. So there's complex coordination between the two going on with that, with a lot of tropical plants.
So Al is sending me information on the weather. and we can discuss whether we think there's going to be an impact from low of 51 Tuesday night, low of 48 on Wednesday night, which will be, yeah.
Yeah. Well.
And then Halloween night will be Friday night, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it?
So, rule of thumb from one of my mentors, 48 is starting to, you have to use caution. There's not going to.
What does that mean?
Well, a lot of the tropical and cold sensitive plants are going to start suffering.
Okay.
48, and then at 32 or 34, it's mortality time.
They'll bite it.
Oh,
Yeah.
so when do you bring them in? Do you bring them in at 48?
So you're going to try to get them when it dips down below 48.
Oh, below 48.
Yeah. So then you're going to make sure you try to get them in.
Okay.
So you got 34 to 48.
Okay, so above 48 and you're okay, so we can start taking them out.
Right.
When it's
So we'll be okay.
good. Okay.
Like I said, I don't think we're going to get to 48, though it's projected that we'll get down to it rather.
Yeah. Gosh, how many years have we protected that one and brought it in? The fire spike we've probably protected now
That's
for
another
3 years.
good one there.
It's huge, and it's it's heavy as heck. Ooh, that's a pretty butterfly on the dianthus. I don't know if you can see it or not. It just floated down.
What have we told people over the years?
Giant swallowtail.
Decades.
Is that what it is?
Decades, maybe.
Wow.
It's like if you're going to move something,
Oh, rollers?
put it on rollers or somehow get it on coasters or rollers or a sling of some type. Then you'll be able to.
I could
move
do it on a dolly. But anyway, yes, that's the only one that's really scary. Should I protect my jicama?
No.
Is that because it doesn't need protection, or is that because you don't like it?
No, it's just I'm like.
What are you protecting it from? Yeah.
Cold. The cold.
Do you eat it?
Yes.
I gotta see if it has edible root now. It's gone crazy. It's beautiful and it's vining all over the place.
Somebody can call in, but I think it's from Mexico or Central America.
So
maybe.
Okay, we'll protect it. But my pansies, don't worry about them.
Don't worry about your pansies.
Oh, and what about my cyclamen? Calvin, you got a good point.
Not if it's
Not 48.
Yeah.
if it's below freezing.
Okay, then
I always think of 28, but if you're conservative at 30 degrees,
will it take a little hit from the cold, or no?
Mm-hmm.
It won't even take a little hit from 48 or 44.
No.
Okay, good.
So I never protected it from the
cold.
freeze
But you lost
because
the blooms, but
it grows low, and generally they're planted close to the house, and close to shelter.
Yeah,
so they're pretty mild, the environment that they're in. But yeah, if you want to be it's best to protect them, especially if it's below 32 degrees, 30 degrees.
I wonder if this is a sign to come that we're starting to get cooler nights.
Well, that's
well, I'm hopefully it is.
Yeah, I hope so too.
November,
because
December.
I want to get my leafy vegetables out there. So
you think we should have colder nights by November now? How your tomatoes doing? Or we can. I'd say, we'll take a break and I'll talk to you about those.
They're tasting good.
Yeah, those 968s. Gosh, man. All right. Come back in a second, but give us a call, and you can give us a tomato report, too, or tell us what's growing, and maybe ask a question if you like. 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867. More of Milberger's Gardening South Texas coming up. Milton Glueck along with Mark Peterson and Dr. Calvin Finch on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Welcome back to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answers. We go right back to those phone lines at 210-308-8867 and talk to James. What's going on, James? You got another thing that's bugging you?
No. Well, not really bugging me. Wow.
No, amaryllis. I was reading it wrong. Okay.
Okay, my two amaryllis, which are holdovers from last Christmas season, I quit watering them, I guess, around Labor Day, somewhere around then. and the long leaves have dried up. I haven't started watering them again. I'm probably too late, or what's the schedule on that?
No, you're right on schedule. So it's usually latter part of August. So you were perfect on the stop watering and wither their leaves. I am trying to remember what I wrote about long ago when I was with saws. I wrote a whole directions for each one of these poinsettias, amaryllis, and another plant I can't remember, but all the directions on that. So you're doing it right. I'm trying to remember whether or not you're supposed to keep them out of sunlight.
Oh. What about the water? When do you
water? When do I water again? I'm thinking you start again in December. So keeping them dry is not going to hurt them. The bulb is dormant, so you let all the food go into the bulb, and then in this fall, like I said, you stopped it and you cut the leaves or let them die naturally. So you did everything perfect. I'm thinking that you'll start maintaining them again in December. I could be wrong on that, but that's what I think. And I wish I remembered all the stuff that I wrote over the years.
Is it online?
Are those? Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Are those online someplace?
Yes. So I used, in order for the articles, I used as resources a lot of different sources, online sources, so that I would compile them and then use it for an article. So you can either go to Garden Style San Antonio, and go to the articles and then put in the question marks at amaryllis bulbs. And then one of my articles will pop up.
Okay, I've been on that site before. Okay,
yeah.
So I know where to go. Okay, so if I were not reading and haven't read the article. So the foliage that is kind of dried up since I quit watering,
yep.
They're still attached. So do I cut those off? Just flush with the bulb?
Yeah, you don't have to be real precise. So maybe like a quarter of an inch above the bulb, a half inch above the bulb. It's just you cut them off.
Okay, and should I repot the bulbs or leave them there since they're, they're in the little bitty cups they come in? Yeah.
Right. You don't do it right now. When you start maintaining them again, that's when you put them back into the bulb or into another pot. And you don't have to have a pot. And but it doesn't have to be very
slightly large.
Slightly larger. You got it.
Okay. All right. That's what I needed to know. All right. Thank you so much.
Oh, and the reason I was talking about the bugging, I thought it said armadillos instead of amaryllis. I know what it said, but I read armadillos. Did you ever resolve your skunk issue? Because I saw an article that came up on Facebook about the city of San Antonio and skunks and all that.
I haven't seen any in months,
good.
But I did smell one a couple of weeks ago after dark. So I know there's one around, but I haven't seen any. I actually exterminated about a half dozen of them last year.
Oh my gosh! Okay.
Yeah, they got a case of lead poisoning.
Oh, okay.
One by one.
Eek.
Yeah.
Thank you, James.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
All right. All right. 210-308-8867. 210-308-8867, the number to call.
We used a euphemism in the past. We call it vitamin PB, injected at a very high velocity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is PB lead, I guess?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anywho. But, all right, so let's see. We talked a little bit about the veggies and the herbs that we have.
We talked about the lawn grass.
Yeah.
And
this is a good time of year to do the composting for the lawns. And you don't need a whole lot. You just need about a quarter of an inch over the lawns, more in beds. So we always go an inch and a half in the beds. But this cool season, October and November, are excellent times of the year to do that.
The composting?
Yeah.
When do you is it just overall that you see the benefit of it, or is it like that in a week or so you'll see the benefit of composting?
Oh, well, we've been recommending that every 2 years you put a couple inches down on the vegetable and the flower gardens, and then you'll see. I don't always think you see an immediate response. I think it's a long term response.
Just helps the lawn overall, and so And then I imagine too, you were talking about the winterizer and for the leafy vegetables and stuff. I imagine compost is good for beds as well, for vegetable beds,
for
absolutely
all your stuff,
for everything.
Yeah,
because remember we say that this is one big compost pile.
That's
here
right.
In the south.
Yeah.
It just the organic material just dissolves, decomposes, does not accumulate like it does in northern climates where the temperatures freeze during the wintertime, and the organic material accumulates. Here it just keeps decomposing, and then it's gone, and then you produce some new in the spring, but it's gone the next winter too.
I need ideas on what to grow in the little area for the winter because it's dormant, so I won't mow it. That little area between the sidewalk and the street. I was thinking of just getting some seed packets and plop, 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 and see if I could get it to grow. But do you have any thoughts?
So it's mostly dirt right now?
It's
or
mostly
thinned
dirt.
Thin out grass?
It's thin, weedy, yucky.
Okay.
Is it full sun?
Yeah, I guess it is. Well, it depends on when the sun, because, there's the one area that the oak tree is there, and so when it gets, I guess in the afternoon, it doesn't get sun. So it's morning sun, afternoon shade.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's a little different. Okay.
What do you think?
Karen goes at Saw's Conservation. She used to call it the hellscape.
The hellscape?
The hellscape, yeah.
Okay.
And so that's in my mind, and so that it would be full sun, but it's not going to be full sun. Your area is morning sun, afternoon shade.
Yeah.
Well, that makes it a little bit easier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not great soil, I guess, or there's nothing in it now, and I guess it's probably shallow because it's that weird area.
Right.
So you say that makes it easier. So what are you thinking?
I'm trying to think of.
So you want you could do a whole lot of different stuff.
Okay.
But I'm thinking native perennials.
Oh.
So like your horse herb, or your frog fruit, or
frog fruits might be a good idea.
There's one called pigeonberry.
Okay.
That may kind of nice.
Now we sell frog fruit here.
Yes, we do.
Do we sell pigeonberry?
No.
Okay.
Pigeonberry is not as disciplined as frog fruit.
So it's a little wild, like many natives, and some people would prefer restrained growth.
Got it. All right, I'll keep asking you. And Judy, call us back at 210-308-8867. But right now, here's Chalmette Burt calling us. And what you got going on, ma'am?
Well, since I'm running at the place, and I was talking about raised bed garden, and I'm glad to find out that you all have bales. But I want to set up like those cattle. It's 8 by 2 by 2. The water tanks that they put out in the pastures and stuff to feed to water the cattle with, and I noticed everybody's using them as raised bed gardens. So I have a question on setup. I was thinking of, as you say, Calvin, about compost doesn't react real easily, but I was thinking about putting a hose bib and putting them on a slight incline, so when the water accumulates, I wouldn't let it be stagnating and rotting, and then I would have basically a compost tea. Would that be a decent way to set it up?
So are you just going to put compost in these galvanized tanks?
No, I'm going to grow in them, but I'm going to add I'm sure after the weekend, I checked my rain gauge this morning, and where I'm at, I got 1.5 inches, so that would just be sitting in it, and just maybe.
I'd rather have you poke holes in the bottom and let it go out.
Okay, doke. That's what I was just thinking, to let it accumulate and then just drain it every day if I want it. But yes, if that's it, just poke holes in the bottom. That works for me as well.
Well, they found out that you can grow manufacture compost tea, and then you actually have to brew it overnight and things like that. Well, just running water through a screen of compost and that leachate coming out is almost as good.
Okay, because that's what I was going to ask you, Mark, about biochar as well.
I love biochar. It was a few years ago kind of the newest rage. It is organic matter grown without or very limited oxygen. And what it does, it creates a perfect home for nutrients and microorganisms. And a little dab will do you. What they found out in the research is anything more than a small amount, 3% by volume, is going to provide the maximum amount of benefits. So it's fantastic. You just need a little bit. You can add it with compost or without compost. But you add the biochar to the soil, and it is beautiful. It works wonders.
Great, thank you. And the one, Milton, are you getting any of my emails that I'm sending you?
No, I don't know. When did you send them?
Milton at KLUP.
No. When did you send them?
I sent one yesterday because I was looking up, again, like that's one of my things is native foods to the region. And I found one called American, what is it? Well, it's called Hopness from the Native Americans, but American groundnut.
Oh, wow. I don't see it, but I'll look for it. Maybe it went to spam.
What was that, Bert? American what?
It's called American groundnut, or as the Native Americans called it, Hopness. That would be the Ojibwa nation. I think it can grow here, but it's supposedly just a native plant that grows, and it has more nutritional value in the tubers than a potato.
Mm-hmm.
I just interested in those things. And I do have one thing I have to say. The St. Augustine survived the drought of the summer, but the pigweed patch, I'm about ready to eat it.
Go ahead. It's an amaranth.
Yes, that's what I know.
Amaranth. So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that's what when I saw it, I was like, wow, look how green and vibrant it is. And just like, I was like, so like when I grew up in Chalmette area, my grandfather, when I mowed the lawn every Sunday, and he had a patch of dandelion, he said, don't you never run the mower over the dandelion greens.
Yeah.
And I'll look for the emails in just a second or so. Or when we get off the air. Thanks, man.
I just sent some because, like I said, I keep up on ancient, like I said, Middle East foods that can grow here.
So look. No, I was going to say, look that one up is sunchoke.
Oh, it's the same thing?
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know if it is.
Oh, you're giving him advice to look up. Okay.
Well, and here's another one that people don't know about that I learned when I was a young hippie in the 70s was Jerusalem artichoke.
Well, there we go. That's the other name.
Okay. Oh, that's for the sunchokes?
Yep.
Cool. Thank you, sir. We'll talk to you later.
All right, y'all have a beautiful weekend. And I'd like to say this. I got a new term for when I depart with people. Peace and prosperity for both and three of y'all, all of y'all.
Thank you. You
and
too.
everybody out there. You're welcome.
Okay. Thanks, man. Greg is on the line at 210-308-8867. 210-308-8867. Greg, what's going on? You want to give a report?
Yeah. How are you gentlemen doing today?
Doing great. How about you?
Doing good. I'm your friend up in North Texas.
Sure. I was going to ask you if you got rain up there.
Oh yeah, we got over the course of the week we got about 3 inches, which was much needed up here. So it's good. Everything's wet today, so I'm can't do much in the yard. But I heard you mention BHN 968, so my ears perked up, and I was going to tell you I've still my tomato plant that I put in the spring is still going, and it's still producing. So it's probably on its last leg now. It's supposed to be in the 40s and 60s up here this week, but I've got a whole bunch of ripe tomatoes on it, and I can't believe it's gone. Almost all year long. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, ours just started. A couple weeks. So we've got till it gets cold at least.
Yeah.
And both the Ruby Crush and the 968 are doing well. The larger fruits are finally just a little less than tennis ball size, so we expect them to produce by mid-November. So
yeah, and the old Rio Grande Gold is doing really well.
Yep.
So I've started harvesting seeds already. A couple of them I couldn't get to eat, so I'm harvesting seeds on those. So next time I'm coming through the area, I'll drop some off for you boys.
Thank you, man. What else you growing?
The only thing that's really left is my jalapenos and Anaheim peppers. Those are both still going pretty strong. Everything else sputtered out, though.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm the same. I've got the same success ratio and the same failure ratio as you do. Those three you mentioned are all doing well, and the rest of them are not. Well, bananas are doing fine.
The banana peppers?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So am I correct in thinking that the peppers will start to slow down now that it's going to be getting cooler?
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're on their way down.
Yeah, because it was hotter longer, they lived longer. But as soon as it starts cooling down, they'll start slowly petering out.
Yeah. I noticed I'm not getting any new blooms on the pepper plants. So what I've got on there probably can be about all I can get. So. But they've done well this summer. I've eaten more peppers this year, and I think I have the last couple. So
that's cool.
Good.
Well, good. Thank you, sir.
You bet. Well,
look forward to seeing you.
So I'll be down there over the next couple months. So we'll figure out a time to stop in and say hello.
Yeah, we'd like that. All right, man. You take care.
All right. See you later.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. So, all righty, 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867. Whether you're from the north side or from North Texas, you can call us and be a part of the show. All right, we're going to take a quick break and come back with more in a moment. 210-308-8867. Back after this on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. And welcome back to Milberger's Gardening, South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Judy couldn't stay on the line, but I got a little bit of her question, and she wanted to get advice on winterizing plumeria. Or do you have any thoughts on that? I don't have specifics, but
the plumeria, the stick plant.
I think so. Yeah,
Well, you don't. You just take it out of, just shelter it. You can move it intact in the containers, or you can move it as the pile up the sticks. Even
sticks meaning the stems that break, or they just break them,
or just they don't even have to break. Some gardeners just just pull them out of the container. Now it takes a while to recover if you do that. So it works better if you got the space and a greenhouse situation. You can put them in.
You laid them down.
Oh, okay.
So that, or some people cut them up and use the cut branches to start new ones.
Do they just let it dry?
Yeah.
So how long do you, or you wait till the spring and then use the cut stems to put in?
Yeah, I'm like going.
You generally wait till the spring.
Okay, so you're not really doing much care at all. That's cool.
Yeah. I'm trying to. The mumbling was like, do you put anything on the ends to callus them? I think no. I think they just callus themselves.
You don't really have to, but some gardeners some gardeners really got intent. That was their main function, it seemed to be, and gosh, they would have whole garage full of them.
Yeah.
Of the stems piled up, like the wood pile, for the firewood or something. But they're amazing, and some gardeners were so successful with them.
Yeah, people who like them really, really like them, and kind of get into the keeping them each year and breaking off this.
Yeah, they're very attractive.
And it comes true to what it was broken off from.
Huh?
Yeah,
same thing. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So I favor kind of like peach colored ones. Some people like other colors. Yeah, I kind of like the peach or yellow ones. But anyway.
All right. End of October, what else should people be doing?
Well, that's what I was looking at, the Calvin's article and things to be doing in the yard. And we talked about pretty much all these.
Yeah, we mentioned yesterday about putting down the wildflower seeds.
Mm-hmm.
But you want to make sure you do that now. November is still a good month to do it. But you don't, there's no reason to wait another year. That you reduce the amount of germination you have, and of course with this rain was the ideal time.
Perfect. Yeah.
Still a good time after
do it, then
rain.
water it in. Are you gonna be okay over there?
No.
No, but the key thing we always talk about is good seed to soil contact. So don't have any kind of debris, if possible, kind of slightly rake that up and then just put the seeds right on top.
And in a lot of situations, because of this droughty weather we've had, you've got bare soil. And the soil is moist right now. So if you could do it today or this next week, you would be able to take advantage of that soil moisture, and you'd have a pretty good situation.
That's cool. And then your suggestion is to get the variety.
Yeah,
pack.
get the.
I say you like the Texas Oklahoma mix from Native American.
But the one that was really worked well, there wasn't a lot of variety in it, but it was the pollinator mix.
Mm-hmm.
Where we had I think Coreopsis, the one with the bright.
So the firewheel and Mexican hat, maybe. And
we didn't get much Mexican hat, but
did you get some bee-balm?
We got lots of
Monara, yeah. Monara is the
and then
name.
the butterfly mix is a good one too. That works pretty well.
Oh, cool.
Monarch mix. But you got lots of choices if you deal with one of those three internet retailers that we talked about: Douglas King Seed Company, Wild Seed Farms, and Native American Seed Company. All of them got some great choices, high quality seed, fast. I mean, you could within 2 or 3 days. Usually, you'll get your. You call them up, give them your credit card number, and they'll get your seed to you, and then you just have to spread it out.
Mm-hmm.
So, how do you determine what's a wildflower and what's an undesirable plant in that little?
They're all desirable, Milton.
Not to everybody.
Yeah. There is such as weed. They're just forbs.
Well, you can get a shade. I mean, if you want a shade to mix.
No, I was just saying, okay, so if I got this bare area, I put these in, I'm going to get sprouts and stuff. So it's going to be like, okay, how do I know which sprouts are good and which sprouts?
So there are some plants.
Well, they'll list them when you on the internet.
No. I mean, it's like
there's an evil one called spurge,
right,
which we don't like. That's easy to identify.
Oh, good. Okay.
And then
does that appear in any? I don't think that appears in any.
No. It's just natural. So if there's a bare soil area, one of the first weeds to show up is called spurge. And that's easy to identify. So you might want to just get rid of that one, and that's easy to identify, and then you just let all the other plants grow.
Okay, and just see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
And what about your Alamo vine? Because I did see that. It almost looked like rain lilies, and I was like, wait, that's odd.
It is beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is actually. I like it. I only know
the flowers are very pretty.
The flowers on it, yes,
yeah.
Yes, they are. You can look it up.
It could be rambling.
Yeah, that was the negative that I heard, was the rambling and the invasive part. Is it invasive?
Invasiveness is a relative term.
Oh, geez. It's like Mark's an attorney. Okay, so when is it?
All foresters have to take a legal class.
What's that?
All foresters have to take a legal class. I got an A. I got an A in mine.
Oh, did you? On how to? Okay, so when is it? Describe its growth pattern. I'm trying to think of how to get an answer on this.
It's a radial pattern.
That didn't answer it. So if I put it, is it going to go all over the place, or can I control it?
Define all over.
Oh, man. Do you have any answer on the Alamo weed?
No, I don't even know what the Alamo weed is.
Oh, yeah. It's one that Monica didn't like.
No, she did not.
She didn't like the invasive nature and also the lack of secondary qualities. Remember in her book, she was talking about plants with purpose.
Yeah.
And you had to have multiple benefits. And the Alamo vine didn't seem to have multiple benefits.
Oh, okay. I mean,
just some pollinators liked it.
Oh, okay. It is pretty, and it's interesting. It is not. You talked about a fence, and I think that when she talked about it, I got a picture of it growing. Oh, and I've seen it actually on fences at fast food
thick.
places.
Yeah,
but yeah, this was on the ground. It was just rambling on, and it looked really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Will it hurt a fence?
Hurt it? Fences are not live organisms, sir.
Will it damage a fence?
It will damage it, yes.
Oh, okay. How so?
If it's not properly maintained or made.
Okay, man.
Well, but you should know that it's not listed as a positive plant any place.
Okay. Well, Mark seems to like it, but then he define like.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I like it or not.
But are you impressed by his arguments?
No, his arguments are just frustrating.
Well, then you obviously should dismiss them.
Okay. I'll show you.
It is a native species that doesn't require water.
Mm-hmm. I'll show you a picture.
Yeah.
You know that plant that we talked about?
It was a little blooming flower.
Okay.
A white one.
It looks better than the picture.
Yeah. The pigweed, prostrate pigweed.
Oh.
I did in fact find some of them do have that purple flower.
The purple flowers?
That was talking about?
There was a light flower and a purple flower.
Bud. It was
bud.
Bud, yeah.
Bud. Yeah. And then Bart also said that it grows all through our neighborhood.
All right.
Okay, cool. The thing I was going to ask too, and we had to go to a break, was in that area between the hellscape, between the sidewalk and the street.
Yeah, the right of way or terrace.
Yeah. What do you think about the sweet potato vine there?
Oh, it won't last.
It won't last?
No, remember...
Okay. No, it's cold sensitive.
Yeah.
Oh, oops. Okay. So I need I guess I could do the Alamo vine there and just keep it off the sidewalk, but I'll have to get my attorney to go buy some for me.
The thing that we were interested in is the fact that it was shady part of the day. So that kind of we have to stop and think about what be in partial shade.
Okay.
Sun part of the day and shade in the other.
All right, I'll try some different stuff and tell you what happens. We're going to say goodbye for today. Still another hour to come on out to Millburgers and have a great time. But we're going to be having a great time next week. On behalf of Calvin and Mark, thanks, Dal, for doing a great job. I'm Milton Glueck.